Vercel is hands down one of the smartest tech companies I have ever seen. You are probably using it for free as most people do. But do you know the company that just hosted your website for free is currently valued at $9.3 billion? And it made $200 million last year. So either Vercel is lying about their numbers, or there is something much more interesting going on here. And trust me, it's the second one. And if you think they made $200 million by selling you their $20 Pro plan, you cannot be more wrong. Because what Vercel figured out is one of the most clever business tricks in the entire tech industry. And once I explain it to you, you are never going to look at a free developer tool the same way again. So to understand how Vercel makes money, we first need to talk about a guy named Guillermo Rauch. Before you skip ahead thinking I'm going to talk about some Silicon Valley founder story, just hold on for a second, because this one actually matters for understanding the trick. Guillermo grew up in Argentina, taught himself to code as a teenager, and by the time he was in his 20s, he had already built something that millions of developers were using without even knowing his name. Any guesses? Here's a hint. You wouldn't be able to communicate in real time inside a web browser without it. It's called Socket.io. Because he was a developer himself, he understood other developers' habits really well. He understood how they think, what they hate, and what makes them actually adopt a new tool. And in the early 2010s, what developers really hated was deployment. Getting your web app from your laptop onto the internet was a genuine nightmare. You were configuring servers and dealing with AWS settings that looked like they were designed by developers themselves rather than designers. So Guillermo had this idea. What if deployment was just not a problem anymore? And in 2015, he started a company, originally called Zeet, which he later renamed to Vercel, with exactly that goal in mind. But there is a move that most people overlook, and it is honestly one of the main reasons Vercel became what it is today. Before Vercel was a billion-dollar company, their team built something called Next.js, and then they gave it away, completely free and open source. Now I'm sure you already know Next.js, but here's what most people don't think about. The majority of Next.js developers eventually end up on Vercel, because Vercel is quite literally built and optimized for Next.js projects. So every developer who adopts it, without realizing they come one step closer to becoming a Vercel user. And since Next.js has tens of millions of developers using it worldwide, that is an enormous pipeline of future users, all of whom arrived without Vercel spending a single dollar on advertising. Now let's talk about the main thing. What's the business model of Vercel and how are they making millions from developers? It basically works in 3 layers, and each layer is cleverer than the one before it. Layer 1 is what they call the free tier, and this is the part that hooks developers in the first place. You sign up, you deploy your project, everything works, and Vercel doesn't ask you for anything. But here's the catch that isn't really a catch. The free tier has limits. Not limits designed to annoy you, but limits designed around scaling. When your project is small, you stay free forever. But the moment your app starts getting real traffic, real users, real usage, that's when Vercel's meter quietly starts ticking. And the beautiful part is that by the time you hit those limits, you're not some student deploying a side project anymore. You're a startup or growing product. And suddenly paying that $20 makes sense because the value Vercel is delivering is actually worth it. In other terms, this is also called vendor lock-in, where you simply don't want to switch to a different platform. Layer 2 is where the real money lies. This is kind of Vercel's main strategy, so listen carefully. So what Vercel basically does is, it stops thinking about individual developers and starts focusing on companies. Companies notice that half their team is already using Vercel. And what usually happens is that developers' preferences matter more in what platform the company runs on. And since developers already love Vercel, what's their first suggestion? This is the primary strategy of Vercel I was talking about before. You might have noticed, Vercel doesn't really market much. Vercel doesn't need to convince developers to use their product, because developers are already convincing themselves. And then they go to work and convince their companies too. This is what the industry calls product-led growth. You build a product so good that your users become your marketing department, and they do it voluntarily, because they genuinely like the product. That shift, from selling to a developer to selling to a company, is where the money actually multiplies. And when you get to the enterprise tier, we're talking custom contracts, dedicated support, compliance features, the whole package, which costs really good money to enterprise. Brands like Under Armour, Nintendo, Porsche, and the Washington Post are all running on Vercel. These aren't companies that picked a deployment platform because it was easy. They are paying serious money because their engineering teams chose Vercel first, and then the companies followed. So moving on to Layer 3, it is the newest one, and honestly, the most interesting. If you haven't seen V0 yet, it's Vercel's AI tool that generates full front-end code from a plain text description. It costs money on its own, separate from everything else. And as of early 2025, V0 was already generating an estimated $42 million in annual recurring revenue, despite launching just over a year ago. But the genius of V0 isn't just the subscription fee. It's that almost every app that is created on V0 ends up hosted on Vercel infrastructure. So Vercel gets paid twice, once when you use V0 to build, and again every month when your app sits on their servers. That is not a coincidence. That is their funnel. So when you zoom out and look at all three layers together, what you're actually looking at is a funnel that prints millions every year. And that's the overall Vercel story. Free product, three-layer money-making machine, developers as marketers, and a $9.3 billion company. If you want to see the same breakdown for another company, let me know in the comments, because there are about 10 more of these I want to make. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, because I promise the next one is just as interesting as this one.